Now see, you could be flying that.
No.
With a long list of upcoming premieres to dress for, we spent the day shopping in Manhattan with 18-year-old Aaliyah. First stop, Saks. Aaliyah is a veteran of the music scene. At 14, her premier solo project, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, achieved platinum status with hits back and forth. And At Your Best You Are Love, which catapulted her to the top of the Miss R&B Diva list, thus paving the way for her recently released double platinum album, One in a Million. In today's music industry, where image is everything, Aaliyah mixes her sex appeal with a playful tomboy twist, creating a look that's all her own.
I watch a lot of the fashion shows, a lot of the runway models, and see what's the next thing happening and then intertwine that with what I'm doing. Image goes hand in hand with your music, and that's how people identify you. You know, they separate you knowing your music and knowing your style and your image. So that's why it takes me a while to put things together, especially if I'm doing a dressy thing rather than a sporty thing, because what you see here is really me, the baggy jeans and skull caps and everything. So when I'm doing a dressy thing, I've got to still remain in my image. So
Right.
It takes me a while to put something really good together that still looks like Aaliyah.
But there is a real difference between the catwalk and life.
Can you sit down in the jeans? Very elegant, sit down there. Just kind of stretch out.
Just kind of stretch. You have to kind of slap. It's kind of be kind of cool. Can't sit up. Just
Right.
gotta. Then when you're getting out of the chair, gotta kind of come up like that. Ready?
Aaliyah. Uh-oh.
Well,
Look at that. That coat is mad.
I'm feeling the coat. The coat is off the rocker. This is a little different for me. I'm not liking the pants.
Really?
Actually,
They look
you know,
great.
it's cute, but it's
You're still not there yet.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. You know what I think it's time for? April, I think it's time to go to Nike Town.
Nike Town.
I really do, but I do like the coat. I may have to snag the coat.
So we went looking for something a little more comfortable.
Okay, you're 18. You already went to your prom. Is it possible at all to have a relationship on the road?
I would say it's possible. I just don't have one. I don't have one right now. I don't have a boyfriend. And I can't say I'm really looking. I think it'll come along at the right time. I have a lot of friends, and when that guy comes along, I'll know it, he'll know it, and then it'll happen. But I am really busy with the career and the fact that I'm getting ready to go back to school, so I'll just see how it works in.
3 years ago, there was this terrible rumor out. What is the deal with you and R. Kelly? Are you all married or not?
No, I'm not married. Robert's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. He's a great producer, a great artist who I do admire, and there's nothing there at all.
We are here.
This is my place
This is
in
the
New York.
final frontier. I'm sorry, Aaliyah. These look really weird.
No, let me tell you something though.
Martian.
These, you get the right outfit with these, thumbs up. The right outfit will be fly.
Okay. Last time I bought some shoes, there were the pumps. You know, remember the
Y'all,
pumps?
stop the madness. You have to.
Okay.
Well, we found some fun clothes, just nothing fit for a premiere.
I can get this. Which one you want, girl? I'll get it for you.
You cannot see the size and get that April. Almost.
What would you say the secret of life is? Secret to
of
life.
Secret to life. To living is just being free, enjoying life. When you choose a career, it's got to be something you love so that you want to get up and do it every day. And you know, you just have to love yourself, love what you do, so you can enjoy life.
Okay, here we go, Naomi. Turn a little more profile. Naomi, hold your left hand onto the tree a little.
Watching Naomi Campbell frolic in the Caribbean is like watching something too striking to be real.
1, 2, 3, now.
Like a sexy goddess of the sea. This is exclusive videotape of the mega model like you've never seen before.
Turn a little more to me and smile there a little bit.
Landing the interview with Naomi Campbell was a complete fluke. Of course, she is one of the most incredible models in history, in the history of fashion. So I was at Vogue magazine one day interviewing the great fashion editor, Grace Coddington. And when we wrapped the interview, I'm following Grace back to her office. And I just threw out, "Hey Grace, I'd love to go on a shoot with you sometime." And she didn't skip a beat and said, "Well, I'm shooting Naomi Campbell next week. you want to come. And I actually froze. You see photographs of models and they make it look easy. They look gorgeous, wearing beautiful clothes. And in our head, we just imagine that they stand in front of the camera and the photographer snaps the picture and that's it. But there's a lot of work that goes into it. What I witnessed those 3 days is how dedicated she is to her work.
We joined Vogue in Jamaica as the supermodel was photographed in these eye-popping bikinis.
We have to go have lunch because the hairdresser's having a swim.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Wait.
World-famous photographer Herb Ritz was part of a superstar team that created a magical layout.
It's interesting how everything comes together and everyone collaborates to make the picture happen, which is great.
The theme, Naomi all alone on an island, looking sensational.
She's got it all. She's like, probably they're all gonna kill me, but she's the best model I've ever worked with, ever.
They're gonna kill you.
Naomi will push it to the limit for just the right shot. And here's something you may not know about her. She can't swim.
You have no idea how excited I was. I was excited. I was nervous. I didn't want to be in the way. But of course, always at the beginning of everything is I've got to get the story for Inside Edition. Watching Naomi work is incredible. The way she handles her body. She knows exactly what to do in front of the camera.
It's all in a day's work for the woman who at 25 has been in front of the camera for more than a decade.
I didn't think of being a model. I really wanted to be a dancer, and that's what I trained for. And I guess that's what the opportunity came to me, so I accepted it and I tried it and it worked.
And boy, did it ever work. She has incredible fame. And what does she say to autograph seekers?
I sometimes say, you don't want it. Or, you know, it's like they say, you Naomi on the street, and sometimes I say no.
Smile. You look beautiful there.
During this shoot, we found Naomi professional and charming, but she has a reputation for being difficult.
I think that most women that we admire, Madonna, Janet Jackson, Sharon Stone, Barbara Streisand, whoever, Oprah, I think when a woman stands for her ground and wants to fight for something and do it and be right at it and try and get it as 100% right or perfect as much as you can, a woman gets called a for that. And when a guy does it, it's a hard-working guy. You know, I don't care if I'm called a or not. I'm trying to fight for my integrity and to do things right and to do it with my belief, and that's what's important to me.
When people talk about her and talk about her reputation, I'm always happy to be able to say that I was there. I watched her work, and I watched that she wasn't difficult, that she was cooperative. A lot of what you hear, I just didn't see. And I was there for 3 days. But I had to ask her about her reputation. There was no way that I could be with Naomi Campbell and not ask her, particularly at that time, about her reputation. And what she said to me is really important, and that is that the playing field is not level for men and women. And so she was way ahead of a lot of the things that we talk about now.
Globetrotter is a term this beauty is all too familiar with, so she cherishes her downtime.
I like to stay home, watch videos, or go to movies, have dinner.
Bikinis were made for a body like this, but you can't call Naomi a health nut. She eats what she wants.
I don't go to the gym, I box. I have a good jab. I have a good jab.
Since the shoot we did at Inside Edition, the behind the scenes shoot, things have really progressed in terms of Black women in magazines, on magazine covers. Back then, it was rare. She understands her place in fashion. She understands that she's a trailblazer. She understands that there are a lot of young Black models behind her who she wants them to have more than she had. So she doesn't mind speaking up. What she cares about is that Black models have an equal opportunity, that they have an opportunity to be in shows, to be on covers, to be in layouts, to have cosmetic contracts, to have fashion commercial contracts. That matters to her.
Next time you walk by a manicurist or some posh upscale spa, don't be surprised if it's not just women you see getting the latest beauty treatment. As Les Trent reports, men are now getting in touch with their feminine side.
Pedicures aren't just for women anymore. Carew Martinson knows that. He's sitting in the chair at New York's Bliss Salon for the so-called Mojito pedicure.
What is Mojito pedicure? It's sort of like a normal pedicure with the addition of mint.
And facials are no longer just for pretty faces. Ask Ryan Berger.
I love the way it feels, and I love the way it cleans my skin and cleans my face.
Ryan, who's 26 and works in advertising, and 30-year-old Carew, who's in finance, fall into a new class of urban, sophisticated, heterosexual men known as the metrosexuals.
He's quite macho. He does sports. He drinks with the boys. He drinks with the girls. He does manicures and pedicures with the boys and with the girls.
Marion Salzman of advertising powerhouse EuroRSCG authored a study on this new male species and says it's a throwback to the 50s and well-mannered, well-dressed icons like Cary Grant, or more currently, Harrison Ford.
Amongst 21 to about 39-year-olds, probably near to a third of American men are marginally metrosexual.
They're educated, refined, and have an incredible sense of style.
Even the cable network Bravo is tapping into the phenomenon with a new show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. 5 gay men doing aesthetic makeovers on some straight, unhip guys.
Oh my goodness. Look at you.
I think guys can be just as vain and self-conscious about their look as women. And so it's really fun to watch these guys who were previously totally unaware of those elements really sort of embrace them.
And embracing your outer beauty ain't cheap. That mojito pedicure, complete with a drink of the same name, $120. This facial, $150. The men are a marketer's dream, with magazines like Details catering to their fancies.
Our reader is this metrosexual, is this man that is no longer embarrassed about being interested in shopping, or doesn't need to hide the fact that he's using some kind of aftershave balm.
Well, it is mid-afternoon on a workday in Manhattan, and I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm getting a facial with Margarita.
Decadent? Sure. Unmanly? No way. Apparently, a lot of women like men who like to be pampered.
Wow, that feels great. And so when you tell your friends, hey, I'm going to get a pedicure, they don't go, jeez.
No, they go,
What's
geez.
up with you? They do?
They laugh.
Yeah.
And then you say, well, I'm going with, 3 women, and they're like, oh, can I come too?
The sleek, sexy, and undeniably dark style of The Matrix has spawned a fashion phenomenon. Time magazine has the cast on its most recent cover, so we asked Disa Philadelphia, Time magazine's entertainment correspondent, about The Matrix look.
A lot of it is coming off the screen and onto the runways now. It's very urban, it's very high fashion.
But what do the stars of the film think about their stylized costumes?
Oh, I love it. It's very sleek and chic.
I think it's kind of groovy. People walking around in black trench coats is kind of cool.
We visited Henry Bendel's in New York to see if we could find the Matrix look. Already on the racks are these form-fitting leather jackets like Jada Pinkett Smith's character wore.
It's a very sexy biker, chic, chic combat look.
The first must-have to achieve the Matrix look is a pair of very dark, slim-framed sunglasses. Secondly, you'll need a long black coat. A tailored leather one is preferable. And if you are a very daring kind of girl, slip into a cat suit for the full effect. And here's a hint for all you guys, check out the latest Sean John collection.
I think that if you just get yourself a basic black suit and a shiny shirt, kind of a silky fabric, you could really rock the look very easily.
Oh, and don't forget to have a butt-kicking attitude, too.
Matrix Revolutions is packed with those heart-stopping stunts Matrix fans have come to expect. But many of those stunts aren't state-of-the-art special effects. They are performed by actual stunt people. Meet Danielle Bergio, the 5'7" powerhouse who stunt doubles for Carrie-Anne Moss's character Trinity. While filming the Matrix sequels, Carrie-Anne did do many of her own stunts.
My job was I would train with her, I would help her, and I would set it up. They'd work it out on me.
Carrie-Anne actually broke her leg while filming, and Danielle is no stranger to injuries herself.
I actually broke my rib on Matrix.
As Danielle demonstrated at LA's action-oriented studios, many of the choreographed routines using either bodies or sticks while flying in a harness are not for the faint of heart. I got to try the signature Trinity Matrix move myself. It was a lot of fun, but it's definitely not easy. Oh, you okay? But she says she doesn't mind that the stars get all the credit for her death-defying moves.
That's my job, to make them look good.
How many pairs of shoes does one person need?
That is not the way to get out of this alive.
Carrie Bradshaw on Sex and the City is mad about shoes.
Wow. I forgot I had these.
And her obsession is not unusual. Shoes have a strange effect on a lot of women.
I love you.
New Yorker Janice Tufo is a real-life Carrie Bradshaw.
How sexy is this?
For Janice, her shoe obsession is a full-time job.
I go shoe shopping about 5 days a week. My philosophy is they always look good. You can put them on, have the ugliest feet, the ugliest toenails, and they always look great.
From boots to sandals, pumps, and platforms, Janice has them. More than 200 pairs.
I love them. I love them. I'm addicted and I admit it.
Women love shoes. You have to face it. That's the way it is. It's an obsession. It's like candy to them.
Lucky Magazine fashion director Andrea Lynette understands the power of the perfect pump.
It's a really easy way to change your outfit. It's a really easy way to change your mood. And you don't have to be skinny to look good in them.
My name is Joan Kelly, and I am a shoe addict.
Joan from Seattle is a footwear fanatic.
Okay, I love this, the Dolce & Gabbana.
She buys 100 pairs of shoes every year at a cost of about $20,000.
Shoes are an issue between my husband and myself. He gets annoyed with how much I spend.
Joan's shoe obsession is even rubbing off on her 4-year-old Claire, whose first word was, you guessed it, shoe.
Okay, we love these. Look at the little ski. Look at this. I was so proud of my little girl. I couldn't imagine a better first word coming out of her mouth. Again, a little brown and white Spectator.
Similar to what I like.
Joan's twin sister Jean shares her passion for pumps.
If we weren't so obsessed with shoes, we wouldn't have a lot to talk about.
But obsession and addiction are very strong words. Can someone really be addicted to shoes? Well, we asked Janice. That's her husband John and kids Allie and Lana.
I do think you can get addicted, but I don't think it's a disease that there's something wrong with you.
But what about all that money, thousands and thousands of dollars spent on designer shoes?
If you are not paying your rent because you're spending all your money on shoes, yes, that's a problem.
We should point out that Janice and the Kelly twins are well off and their shoe shopping won't kill them. But in the unlikely event that it does, Jean has one wish for when she dies.
I want to take all my shoes so I'm comfortable in heaven.